Two women with the same name swapped at birth, 1988, Bogotá, Colombia. It began with a coincidence so strange, so impossible, that it felt like the universe itself was tugging at a loose thread. In 2013, on a warm Bogotá afternoon, a young woman named Lorena walked into a crowded cafe and froze. Sitting at a table near the window was a girl who looked exactly like her coworker, yet nothing about her life matched. The girl looked up, confused, sensing she was being watched. Their eyes met, and in that suspended second, an entire hidden history began to unravel. Lorena couldn't shake the moment. She told her coworker, also named Lorena, about the uncanny look-alike. They laughed at first. Bogotá was big, doppelgangers existed. But then came the strange details. The girl shared the same birthday, the same hometown, and somehow the exact same full name. Two Lornas, identical in age, living parallel lives less than 10 miles apart. A curiosity loop snapped open. Days later, one Lorena showed the photo of the mysterious cafe girl to her family. Her mother's breath hitched. Her father's expression collapsed. Then came the whisper, broken, trembling. She looks like us. What followed was a quiet storm. Phone calls, meetings, a hospital record request that took weeks but felt like years. Finally, the truth surfaced like something long buried. The two women had been switched at birth. Two newborns delivered on the same night in 1988. Two families who trusted the hospital. Two names, identical, printed on identical bracelets. And a single irreversible mistake. When the four women finally met, two biological mothers, two daughters who were strangers yet not, Bogotá felt suddenly too small to contain all the emotion. The air itself seemed to hold its breath. One Lorena looked into the eyes of the woman who had raised her. Another faced the mother whose blood she carried, but whose life she never lived. It wasn't anger that filled the room. It wasn't blame. It was something heavier and somehow softer. A mourning for the years lost, and a gratitude for the years given. The women began to piece together the parallel paths they had walked. One grew up in a bustling apartment above a bakery, the scent of warm dough shaping her childhood. The other spent her early years feeding chickens on a hillside farm, waking to the sound of tin roofs rattling in the Andean wind. Lives different in texture, in rhythm, yet bound by an invisible thread neither had known existed. Their story didn't end in courts or bitterness. It grew into something else, a blended family, tangled but determined, choosing connection over chaos. Because sometimes the most extraordinary stories aren't about fate or error, but about the love people choose to build after the truth is finally found. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to help the channel grow.